Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A'udhu bi kalimatillahi tamat min sharri ma halak. In today's video, we are making some fish gravy or fish stew. Yeah, this stew is very flavorful. I use Pacific whitening fish. You can use any fish of your choice. Yeah, over here I cleaned my fish and I was seasoning it. I used chicken seasoning, dry sage, and some salt to taste, and that was it. I added some garlic powder as well. So with the fish, you don't want to add a lot of seasoning because it's easy to absorb. If not, your fish is going to be salty. And then I added some oil to it because I'm not going to deep fry it. I'm just going to use my air fryer to do it. So after adding the oil, I just went ahead and mix everything together. Make sure everything is well coated, and I went ahead and put it in my air fryer to let it do its own thing. Then I started with my stew. I added some oil into my pan and some onions. You have to fry this onion until it's translucent. Then you go ahead and I added some green seasoning, which I used some rosemary, anise seeds, some ginger, garlic, onion, some jalapeno pepper, and some green bell peppers. I added some thyme and parsley to it too. So with this seasoning, it's good in every dish that you are making. After adding it to it, I mix everything to combine and fry it for like 5 to 10 minutes. Make sure all the water in it is dry before I'll go ahead and add my tomato puree or tomato paste. I added 3 tablespoons of tomato puree over here. You can adjust it into the size that you are using. If you are doing it small or large quantity, then you adjust it into your liking. Over here, I was just leaving it to fry before I'll go ahead and add my tomato puree. This stage is very important so that you wouldn't taste the herbs and everything in the stew. So I came back to check up on it, and it was ready for the tomato puree to be added. As I said earlier, you have to let it fry before you add your tomato puree. And with the tomato puree, you have to fry it as well because it has some kind of sweet taste to it. So by frying it very well, it will eliminate all that. Yeah. Fry everything to combine, and you can add a little bit of so over here is very fine, and you can see the oil has separated from the tomatoes. That's when you add your blended ingredients. Some tomatoes, some bell peppers, some habanero pepper, and some onions. Yeah, I added a little bit of dry rosemary as well. Blended everything together, and I added it to the base. It's been cooking now for 10 to 15 minutes. You have to be checking it periodically to make sure it doesn't burn. And over here, it has reduced in size, and I went ahead and add some dry bay leaf to it. Cover it up and cook it again. The motive here is for it to fry very well, and you'll be able to know if it's fried when the bubbling on the top doesn't have any water to it. That's when you know your stew is fried. So over here, I will go ahead and add on my other seasonings. I added some chicken seasoning, some dry paprika, and some salt to taste, and that was it. The stew already has its own herbs, natural herbs, that you don't have to add more spices to it or any seasoning. And I added some garlic powder as well. Then you go ahead and fry and mix everything together. After this step, the next step you will be doing is to add some veggies to it. I added some carrots, onions, and some bell peppers. I added green and red bell peppers and orange. You can decide any veggies you want to add at this point. You can decide to omit it as well. After adding your veggies, then you let it cook for 5 to 15 minutes. Then your fish is ready to go in. At this point, my fish was ready to go in, so I just added the fish and let it simmer, and the stew was ready. Yes, when I tell you this stew was delicious, oh my god, please try this recipe for me. If you don't eat fish, you can just use any other protein and that will be fine as well. Today's stew goes to Abbas from Texas. Abbas, thank you for watching my videos. If you've watched me till this end, why not you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share my videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy my video. Enjoy. And also, just on the lookout, I paired this stew with some curry rice, which I had its recipe coming on. So just be on the lookout.